What's up everybody? This is Danny's Go and I'm super excited to welcome you to my cooking show. Okay. So today we are having an air fryer party. I just got this new Magic Chef air fryer in the mail. Thank you, Newair. So basically what I'm gonna do today is explain to you a little bit how an air fryer works. Probably my favorite kitchen appliance like ever made ever. And I basically got one of everything in my fridge that we can air fry today. And when you guys get your air fryer, I highly recommend you have an air frying party. Before we get started, I do want to tell you a little bit about this air fryer. So they come in all different shapes and sizes with all different kinds of functions. This one is super easy to use. There's just two dials on it. One is for temperature and one is for time. And what's cool is as soon as you start the timer, the air fryer starts working. Simple, easy, just like that, and then bing. It dings when it's done. And if you ever need to check anything, like as you're cooking, you just like take it out, super easy. The heat stops and you check it, shake your food around. If it's not done yet, just stick it back in and it just keeps on going. Couple features I'm just gonna rattle off really quick for you guys. The temperature dial goes from 0 to 400. The time goes from 0 to 30. Super easy to clean. Like you basically just pop this little thing off, clean this, and then clean the bottom. It's non-stick, which is amazing, especially if you put like some sauce on your air fried stuff. You don't want it to get like caked on. It's dishwasher safe. But even if you don't have a dishwasher, that's cool. We don't have one, so we don't use it. We just use a sponge and just clean it. Automatic shut off in case you leave it on too long. It's not noisy. The volume on this puppy is about 2.6 quarts, so it's actually pretty big. You can fit a lot of stuff in there. And it comes with this Magic Chef manual, just in case you don't know how to use two dials. And it also comes with a cool little cookbook, oilless air fryer. So there's a bunch of great ideas in here, stuffed mushrooms, stuffed peppers, there are cinnamon buns, monkey bread, all kinds of crazy stuff that you probably never think that you can make. A pizza, a quiche, anything. Also, I do wanna mention as far as cooking books go, I actually bought an air fryer for everybody in my family for Christmas. And I also sent them a cookbook, and I found some really awesome vegan air frying cookbooks on Amazon. So I'll put the link in the description, so if you guys wanna check it out, they're pretty cheap and easy and have a ton of amazing ideas. Without further ado, let's get this air fryer party started. So first things first, we're gonna start with breakfast. I have a waffle, and it's going in. I'm gonna set the timer at like 250, and then probably all it needs is about 5 minutes. It's working. Let's check and see how it's doing. Air fried. Nice and warm and a little bit crispy. Yum. Next up is hash browns. So these are just shredded potatoes. They are still frozen. I'm just gonna throw them in there and see what happens. So for this one, I cranked the temperature up to 400, and I'm gonna put the timer probably around 12 minutes, and I'm gonna check it at 12 minutes, shake it up if I need to, and we'll go from there. Okay, so 12 minutes, and this is where we're at. So I'm probably gonna put it in for like 5 more minutes because I personally like things a little more crispy. Before I do that, I'm just gonna add a little bit of seasoning. So some salt and some pepper. And just a spray of ham. Yes! Okay, so total, we put that on 400 degrees, and it was about, I'm gonna say about 15 or 16 minutes until frozen hash browns were done. I'm gonna throw a bagel in there, see what happens. Just gonna do a quick 5-er. Completed. Put some coconut oil and some peanut butter on this baby, and you are good to go. Next up is breakfast sausage. But there's a little catch. It's actually a vegan breakfast sausage. So no meat was made. No, nobody was harmed in the making of this link. So I cut it up. I'm just gonna throw it in here. Got them all in there. Keeping it on 400. I'm gonna try for 10 minutes. Breakfast vegan sausage. All right guys, so now we're moving on to veggies. So if you're looking for different ways to make your veggies taste good, I highly recommend air frying them. A couple things you can make is green bean French fries and also zucchini French fries. I've never tried zucchini, but I figure it's probably similar to green beans, so I already seasoned them, and what I do is I actually spritz them with a little bit of Pam, like coconut spray, just to make the seasoning stick on the vegetables. So I did that already, and so what I'm gonna do is just kind of dump them in here. is how you can stir with an air fryer. Keeping it on 400. I like to cook things on a high temperature. I don't know why, it's just my thing. So yeah, 400, and let's try 10 minutes. Check it out. Let's do some sweet potato fries, shall we? Still frozen, by the way. And actually, you can put like a whole bag in there. I'm just not going to save time today, but you can dump a whole bag in there and just let it go. So again, we're gonna keep it at 400. And I'm gonna put this one a little bit longer, so probably around 13 minutes. I'm gonna check it, shake it around, see how it's doing in a little while though. Sweet potato fries are done. Look at this. What would be an air fryer party without some tater tots? Let's go for some meatless, crispy tenders. Frozen, by the way. Put a couple of those puppies in there. And we're off. Chicken finger. So I put these in frozen, guys, and look at these puppies. Crispy, crunchy, vegan, yumminess. Next up, since we're on this kind of kick, why don't we do some veggie burgers? See you soon, guys. Veggie burgers. Done. Next, let's do tempeh. Tempeh, just cut it up right out of the fridge, no big deal. Let's give it about 12 minutes. Tempeh all day, baby. Look at this. This is how you make tempeh. So for those of you who are not super fond of tempeh, I highly recommend air frying it. When it comes out like this, it's literally like crispy fries, and you can even just put a little bit of, and it's so good. Then with tempeh, tofu. Here, I put a little bit of coconut aminos just to like marinate it and just give it some flavor. So I cubed it up, as you can see. This one usually takes a little bit longer than tempeh. Tempeh usually takes about 10 minutes. This is probably gonna take like 17 just to make sure that it gets nice and crispy. I'm just gonna go ahead and set that. We'll see you soon. Okay, tofu just finished. Yes! Yes, guys. If you are not a fan of tofu or tempeh, this is the way to do it. It doesn't come out mushy, it comes out really crispy, like nice little squishy squares. This is amazing. Okay, we are almost done with our air fry cooking party. We have 2 more vegetables left to make. We have kale, we're gonna make kale chips, and we're gonna make roasted Brussels sprouts. So right now, I'm just gonna throw in the kale. And with this one, it doesn't take a whole lot of time because there's not a whole lot of like meatiness here. It kind of fries up kind of quickly. So really what I do is, put them in there, and it'll shrink up a lot too. So I'm just gonna put it in there, let it cook for a couple minutes, take it out, spritz it with some oil, salt and pepper, and throw it back in. So let's go round 1. Just a quick little fiver. Okay, so kale chips. So I had them in there for like 3 minutes, not very long at all. Some of them are getting crispy, but some of them are still a little bit tender. So, like I said, just gonna, a little bit of salt, shake it around. 3 more minutes. Hurry up. Kale chips. Whoa. Last thing, Brussels sprouts. I have never actually cooked these in an air fryer before. And they go. I'm gonna season these a little bit before. I'm choosing this one, everything bagel seasoning. If it's on Amazon, I'm gonna put it in the description because this shit is amazing. So, sprinkle it on. Pink salt, if you don't know, it's in the description. Get some. They look pretty good. Brussels sprouts, a little bit of roasted. These look awesome. And I have one last little treat for you. Can't see it. 5 more minutes and then we are done with this air fryer party. My last little concoction is finished. Dun, 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 dun. we have a pizza bagel. Just put it in there, pizza sauce, bagel, vegan cheese, and then cook it up for like 5 minutes, and then it is finished. Pretty proud of our party here. Well, everybody, I have air fried one of everything in my house. Thank you so much for joining me for our air fryer party. It was super fun and super yummy. I've been eating the whole time, thank you. So I encourage you, whenever you get your air fryer, experiment with it, have fun with it, look up recipes, get cookbooks. This thing is literally amazing, and it's such a healthy alternative to cooking with oil and deep frying things. I hope you are doing well. Peace, love, good vibes, and plants. Yes. This is the Magic Chef again, so if you wanna, no. Thank you so much for sticking around for, wait, let me start over. So you have the temperature dot, can I start over? Come on! Dang! Okay, it's been a pleasure air frying things with you. Okay guys, so before I let you go, I have a really cool story about this air fryer for you. So we just moved to Colorado about 3 months ago, and in the move, my prized possession air fryer broke. And when we got here and plugged it in, it wasn't working. It wouldn't turn on, it wasn't producing any heat, it wasn't cooking anything. And you know, little strapped for money, moving across the country, starting our lives all over again. So I could not purchase an air fryer for a very long time. So I got an email from Newair, and they were saying, they're like, hey, we have some products that might be a really good fit for your channel. If you wanna check us out, you know, let me know. So I checked them out and I was like, I think so. And I was hoping that they were talking about the air fryer. So then when I asked them what product they were talking about, of course, it was the air fryer. So this air fryer is kind of special because it was something that came in a time where I couldn't necessarily buy one. Because my old one broke, and an air fryer is something that I love to cook with, and I just think everybody should just try one and get one. So Newair, I just want to personally thank you so much. I can't even begin to explain to you how exciting and important and like manifesting this was and felt. So thank you guys so much. I love my air fryer. As you can see, it works amazing, and I highly recommend it. And the link will be in my little description if you guys want to check it out on their website. It might be a discount code, I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, so anyway, the link is in the description. Newair, thank you so much. Everybody else, I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Peace, love, good vibes.